Hey people, interested here, 53, Khatrin Purification Plant, blue team. Corniflox is a plague champion, starts off range combat with a damage of a time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. Alongside here, Alex, as a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. This is the Legion of the Damned, and this guy should maybe see a dermatologist. Maybe he can go with the plague champion. Rounded off the blue team, someone with very smooth skin, I'm sure. TheCrydd as a Warlock. Melee spellcaster that can leap into combat with some powerful disruption, support and offense. Red team, Broodwich is a Warboss. Melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. And a very angry demeanor. He's not happy about his Eldar. They're sparkly. This guy's going to have a bad day. Holy crap, he hit him so hard that he disappeared. He seemed to turn into a sandbag or something then momentarily. I'm not sure what happened. It's a good stomp, but the Warboss might need to run away soon. We got some Daka and some more Daka coming in, but this Warboss is going to get low if he doesn't go down. Can the Howling Banshees chase it? Warlock meanwhile is in amongst some shooter boys being chased by sluggers. Sluggers now looking for another target, are they? Nope. Turning back to the Warlock. The Warboss did get away. There's a Warlock with as well. Alongside here, we have not Scho. To be honest, guys, I think it is Scho. He's trying to trick us. It's a Hive Tyrant, very durable hero through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption and support begins in melee combat. With a basic synapse, I shall call you Duero. Very brightly coloured Hive Tyrant here. And this is a dead Force Commander, is it? Yep, Force Commander's down. Rounding off the teams here is Velzavul as a Techmarine, starts off range combat. Puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Get into melee combat too. Some pretty awesome looking yellow and blue Marines over here. East side is Plague Champion versus Techmarine then. Hive Tyrant stomping through the mid, Force Commander still down. Oh, there's a revive from TheCrydd. It's not going to revive him. Look at that. Look how much less XP you get now for revives. Very drastic. Double Termagants for Scho. It's Scho. It is him. Looters on the field now for Broodwich. Warboss now healed up and capping. Looks like the Eldar snuck through and decapped that wreck point. He is not happy. Warlock can't get a decap on the VP, but does get in amongst the looters. There's the War Banner doing its thing. Warlock in trouble. Does get away. Held up those sluggers too. In comes some Space Marines to support. Shotgun blast on the looters. Can the Tactical Marines get into melee combat here? Do they even want to? Because that's a Warboss in your face. And now looters shooting again. A little bit of a mismanaged engagement there by the blue team. And looks like they're going to pay for it by still not having this VP. The Tactical Marines did drop a model. Force Commander getting stuck into some Ormagaunts. And does get away this time. Where does Banshees go? There they are. Smack. Warboss getting some kills. These ladies with the aspect of fleetness, which is why you saw them jumping over that wall there. 446 to 497 early on. Warboss and Hive Tyrant, hey? Pretty nasty frontline combo for the blue team to deal with over here. They need some suppression, I think. They do have Devastators from Alex. And Rangers on the way for TheCrydd for some disruption. 435 to 497. Assault Squad on the field for Velzavul and some Devastators. That's a pretty quick 1-1-1 opening with the Marines, Assault Squad and Devastator Marines. These guys will try to bully the back lines of the Chaos Army. But we do have some aspiring champion heretics to stand and fight them with that Chaos Marine leader and some good doom blasting. Raptors on the way. The Plague Champion himself, though, is down. And he is very good, or at least can be very good, at counter-initiating melee squads. Even in Tier 1, gets his Sword of Undeath Plague Sword going. And it's going to hurt everything. Hive Tyrant gets away. Good old Guerrero. Looking very, very dashing in his pastel shades. 400 to 497 double cap here for the red team. Scho is not getting another unit up, it looks like. Going straight tier 2 maybe. Oh wow, grenades. Hey Hormagaunts, do you like grenades? They didn't like them. Are they going to get out of there? 10 hit points on 2 models, I think. Destructor flies out. Rangers fighting sluggers in melee combat. That's not what they're good at, to be honest. They're going to go down. They do go down. Well done, sluggers. Might get the Warlock as well. They got so much XP there. Devastator is arriving a bit too late to save the Eldar allies. East side. Chaos coming back out. The Raptors are in play. Jump troops, much like the Assault Squad. They don't quite have as much health, but do a little bit more DPS to start off with, at least. And they have a freaking dangerous squad leader, the aspiring champion with a power fist. Need tier 2 for that though. Speaking of tier 2, Scho was the first player to go, but I think, I was going to say maybe he should have got another unit up, but red team have done well. They've got the west side. They've pushed through a few times. Warboss is down. Not sure if they've got onto that power. We have a webway going up for the TheCrydd. Looks like the Rangers are not going to be replaced here. Wow, Bioplasma shot from Guerrero. Pretty good one. Has such a long wind-up animation, but when it hits, it can do some work for you. 322, 497 Termagants getting into melee combat to stop those Devastators firing. Banshees flanking around with some Dire Avenger support, but the Sluggers are on them. Didn't quite have the support there, the Eldar, to stay in. Not sure where the rest are. I guess both of Alex's units there getting dealt with by the Bioplasma, and then Termagants closing in. Scouts moving back towards the west side. A whirlwind on the way for Alex. Brood Nest is still up. Hive Tyrant getting a revive and getting a level. Guerrero now level 2. Warboss also level 2 with the boss pole. Lost the indicator for him, but will make do. Guerrero turns around to fight the Force Commander and forces him to retreat. Has he got Artificer? Does have the Artificer. Here we see Corniflox to help out. Velzavul is wise to it though. Got a whirlwind of his own on the way. Alex's is already on the field. Turning to engage there is Corniflox. Raptors did not jump. And the Assault Marine is cleaning up alongside Guerrero, the Hive Tyrant. It's down some Devastators to smack. Here we go. Gets a special attack immediately. Might get a model or two here. Maybe. Unlucky not to, really. Oh, does get one. Does get one. Whirlwind with that disruption. With the vehicle armor, of course. So, oh, Hive Tyrant's getting a Venom Cannon. Very powerful ranged anti-vehicle or anti-large target weapon. Doesn't want to go down here, Guerrero. Run! Run! Looks like it's going to be okay. Howling Banshees. Uh-oh. Not the unit you want on your retreat path. Down goes Guerrero. But I'm sure he'll be back. Warboss is there. Needs to retreat though, I think. Oh, big stomp coming up. And then retreats. Oh, nice grenades on retreat for the Eldar. And they have the VP. They do have it. Meanwhile, east side. Webway gate up. Corniflox trying to approach the whirlwind. Heretics, no matter how dedicated they are to the Dark Gods, are not going to hurt a whirlwind very much. But they're making it back off. Can turn around and smack around these Marines now. Oh, or maybe not. Whirlwind getting the shot off. And as you can see, some pretty effective disruption when that thing hits. Not the most accurate or reliable. But can do some work for you. That was a weird boy. That was a Warp Vomit. I believe the Warp Vomit actually does damage to you. It's not just a stun. It's not very much damage. I think it's like 20 or so. But it does do a little bit of damage. 259 to 458. Zone Throat getting shots in. Oh wow, double Zone Throats for Scho. Can they get on the Whirlwind? Hive Tyrant has not been repurchased. Warboss will need to try and get there. As those cyborg implants, we saw that big stump. And the boss pole. But there's a Whirlwind and a Plasma Cannon and Heavy Bolter Devastators ready to defend that VP. It's not going to be easy. And now the Force Commander's got a Thunder Hammer with a Teleporter. Uses it to escape there. Maybe. Yes, he does get away. Corniflox looking pretty solid, to be honest. Double CSM, upgraded Raptors, and a Chaos Dreadnought now. Plague Champion getting his Armor of Pestilence gives him plus 600 hit points. Eldar trying to be sneaky. Trying to get on those zone throats, I think, but they might get caught here. Those sluggers do not mess around with their knob leader. Double grenades are dodged. Sluggers can now get in on retreating units. Can they get a model? No. Falcon in play now for TheCrydd, giving his team a way to reinforce in the field and packing a decent amount of firepower too. These Marines are a bit close for my liking. Stone Guard veterans trying to get shots on these sluggers. Need to switch to your Hellfire rounds, fellas. Yeah, they were a bit too far up there. I guess they were covered by the Devastators, but they still got dealt with. Weird Boy doing work. Zone Throats, oh wow, double focused Warp Blast, taking almost half the hit points off the Whirlwind. It's not the toughest vehicle around. East side, meanwhile, Techmarine getting shot at by a Chaos Dreadnought autocannon, doing some work there. Underslung Twin Linked Bolter as well, I think. Or Combi Bolter, whatever it is. 259, 379, Warboss is down. So is the Brood Nest. Got some retreating Orks. And blue team able to retain the west side pretty well. Made some good choices in tier 2. The Falcon is doing really well so far. Hive Tyrant hasn't done anything with that Venom Cannon. Guerrero needs to get back up. Fex soon says Scho into tier 3 then. Needs like a minute's worth at least of power generation to get a Carnifex going though. Force Commander starting to become a menace. What's the Warlock got? Warlock has no war gear, but it's level 5. I guess that Destructor's been doing some killing. Zone Throats need to be careful with Howling Banshees that close. Trying to get a couple more shots on while the Hormagaunts have them held in place. Doing some good work. Warboss with the big stomp. If those sluggers stuck around, they could have finished off the Banshees, but they get finished off anyway. That's a good kill for the red team. Those Banshees were mopping up alongside the Force Commander's disruption, and it was starting to become a problem. Warboss now has his Power Claw, 95 DPS heavy melee. He'll smack around anything. Triple cap though for the blue team, getting on red team's natural in the south. Look at that Force Commander all over the place doing work now. Raptors jumping in, level 2. Melter Pistol and Power Fist. And those Termagants aren't going to last long. Do we have any marks for the CSM? Nope. Just Eternal War. Red team are going to get back the west side though. They stayed strong. That Banshee wipe helping them push through, I think. And I believe Alex was at least had some stuff in the mid. Tier 3 all around, aside from Broodwich and Corniflox. Carnifex is on the way for Scho. Uh-oh. Raptors on the zone throat. Look how much damage. Wow, went down. It went down. They have like 300 health or something. Zone throat doesn't last long against retreating Power Fist hits. Vocal Raptors. Dreadnought is level 2. And Scho is down to 2 units here. But does have the monstrous creatures coming. At least one of them. Very low on power now. think it's time to repurchase the Hive Tyrant, my friend. Guerrero must live to shoot that Falcon. What does he go for on that Carnifex then? The Crydd getting a D cannon going. Gonna make the west side even more unapproachable. There's Guerrero, he's up. There's that Venom cannon too. 63 armor piercing damage per shot. Has that furious 2-shot firing pattern too. Let's see if the red team can approach. Looks like Corniflox is here. Realizing that it's time to transition away from the east side for the most part and come way more toward the west side where you can help with this contested VP and also push on to this VP. Last cannon in play. Ouch. Barb Strangler from the Carnifex wrecking those heretics. Did they get away? They did. They live. Here's that Force Commander getting suppressed by the Barb Strangler. Warboss will take chunks of health off him too. That is a singularity, I believe. It's not going to pull in the Carnifex. Does pull in and maybe even kill that allied Force Commander there. Scouts go down as well. Not the most helpful singularity there from the Crydd. Oh, Terminator is in play for Velzavul. Storm Bolters and Power Fists have some pretty nice weapon options. Plasma Cannon direct hit. As you can see, the Whirlwind was dealt with. You might see some Marker Zinc CSM to shoot down those, to shoot down those Terminators. There's that Barb Strangler again. Red team, I think, are going to take this west side back. Warp Vomit helping the push there, I believe, unless that was done from a big stomp. I think it was Warp Vomit. I believe I saw the effect of it there. 258 to 170. Warboss is thinking about going after the node. I think he's in retreat now, is he? Yeah. Weird Boy on capping duty. Hive Tyrant now level 3. Blue team get a natural back. 2 to 1. Predator tank now for Velzavul and a looted tank for Broodwich. A pretty good map for tanks. Oh wow, double D cannons though for Crydd. Foot of Gork. Ouch. Gets rid of them immediately. Maybe try and split them up a little bit more there, the Crydd. Might see the Eldar try to flank around the western edge a little bit more. Good plasma cannon hit again on those Terminators. Don't throw, wow, level 3. That makes his synapse stronger. Synapse creatures do get stronger synapses as they level up. Webway being used. Yep, here are the D cannons. Try and split them up this time because Foot of Gork is going to keep doing that to you. Another Carnifex on the way for Scho. This Carnifex is pretty low though. There's Guerrero. Red team going for the... Sorry, blue team going for the decap. Last cannon getting shots on the Predator tank. Let's watch this unfold, guys. Double singularities going in. The tank did not last long. Wow. Those are some pretty effective singularities. Holy crap. Holy crap. Warboss goes down as well. I think Broodwich had a pretty bad fight there. Pretty bad fight. Still has Sluggers, a Weird Boy and a looted tank. But those were some pretty awesome singularities. Look at this Falcon chasing down his tank here. Now getting way too close. Shield is up, but you're still way too close, Mr. Falcon. Down it goes. Looted tank down to 69 hit points. 199, 164. Blue team have the west side. Chaos Terminator is now in play for Corniflox. Raptors have been lost along the way. Oh hey, we have a teleporter relay beacon. from a helpful Techmarine. Now the red team can retreat back to that thing and reinforce around it, also get some health regen. Massive, massive help in a 3v3 game, as you might expect. There he goes, retreating. His teammates do need to notice it and activate it as a retreat point though. 199, 142. There's a rocks. Pretty good place for one. Oh wow. That was one of the D cannons, I think, going down. Terminator's getting knocked all over the place. 1-to-1 cap. A Predator tank here for Velzavul. And Force Corner, I think it's going to go down. Yes, there's an orbital. Nukes all over the place. I'm guessing this is from Alex. Might have been better off getting some Terminators up there. Oh no, Guerrero went down. 198 to 136. Some flash gits in play now for Broodwich. Getting their git finders. Weird Boy taking out 2 Stone Guard veterans with that shot. Red team, they need to get their natural back. I think that was a sneaky Warlock getting the cap there. Level 7 this guy, no war gear. Had distortion field on him from his global bar. Uncapped west side. Gonna be a 1-to-1. Once those naturals are retaken. Zone throat level 4, yep. Now a tier 3 Lictor for Scho. I believe the Lictor got the faster capping trait, I think. Is that right? Someone will confirm it for us in the comments. Or not. There's that zap going in from the Woodboy. I believe the initial zap is 100 damage and the jumps are then 50. That's going to be a nasty Barb Strangler shot. Oh, they retreated just in time. Might have wiped out one of those squads if that Barb Strangler shot hit. Is that double Barb Strangler Carnifex? It is. And why the hell not? Are you going to try and cap, fellas? Cyclone missile launcher in play. Assault squad getting in there, mixing it up, trying to tie up those CSM. Reaper autocannon here for the Chaos Terminators. Those Barb Strangler shots are nasty. Not sure how the blue team are going to deal with that. Do they? They do have the one las cannon. That's oh, and the Marco Zinch Dreadnought. I guess the autocannon from the Terminators as well will help out. Some nasty shots though. Can the blue team get back in here? Red team are even decapping the natural. The tier 3 Lictor doing some work there. That guy has heavy melee damage and infinite infiltration. His infiltration does not drain his energy. It's pretty amazing. Look at that. Doesn't even have any activation cost either. Can't quite get onto the Warlock. We do have a webway on this eastern edge. Using it to bash power now is TheCrydd. Might be able to get onto the VP as well. Gonna be tough though. Maybe chuck some grenades in there. Got some commandos for Broodwich. And there's a burner bomb getting the D cannon out. And look at the damage that it did. Avatar taking last cannon shots now. Carnifexes, yeah, move back, fellas. Bit too far forward. Guerrero's back on the field. Having retreated back to the teleporter relay beacon. I guess he was revived. Uh-oh. Avatar might not last very long. Took so much damage there. Warboss going after it. Crack. Tank might be able to chase it away. Rocks. 126 to 110. Trying to formation as well. Wow. Some good nuking. Terminators live, they do live. Down to 1 model. That is some expensive reinforcing to do on those fellas. 50 power each to reinforce. Pretty crazy. Avatar has survived, the Dreadnought does not. Warboss is still chasing, which is a misplay, and does get away. I think. Red team retain the west side. Looking pretty strong here. What is this? More power bashing. Grenades going in. These guys might wipe. And they do wipe. Level 2 tactical marines going down. 94 to 110 on the VPs. Double cap for red team. Land Raider Edema is on the field. And Alex has tons of resources too. Could try and get double Predator tanks. With a bit more requisition to shoot down these Carnifexes. Not going to be easy. Warlock is on the VP, or at least trying to get on it. Using his distortion. Does he have any war gear? He's getting a Witchblade of Kurnis. Down go to Hormagaunts. But he can't really fight a tank over here. Lick to jump. Getting him off the cap, and down he goes. Oh wow. Was that a full health Lictor? Couldn't have been. That Ethereal Slash just owned him though. Force Commander getting some smacks. That was marked target from the Techmarine, level 6. And some Assault Terminators for Alex. That's what he's gone for. That's his big purchase here in the late game. Is he going to pay off? Are we going to see some Lightning Claws to mop up these enemy Terminators, or does he keep the hammers to go after the Carnifexes? Could do both, of course. Get the Carnifexes down and then switch. Eldritch from the TheCrydd, shutting down the Carnifexes. Not sure if there's anything here to take advantage of that though. There's a Land Raider and a tank and some Terminators. 42 to 110. 1-to-1 cap here. Chaos tank goes down. Imperial Abyss from Corniflox though, forcing the Carnifexes forward, and now on orbital. So many nukes. Oh, caught the Terminators too, and of course they can't retreat. So they took big damage from that. Big damage. Go on, Guerrero. Yes, got a shot and a kill there, I think. Terminator's wiped out. This is surely red team's game. A level 7 Hive Tyrant. Lictor's not going to survive. Oh, got a decap though. So it's now a double. Blue team trying to get back onto the west side, but I think it's futile. I think it's futile. More Carnifex for Scho. Corniflox down to just Heretics. TheCrydd down to just Dire Avengers. Lots of dead Heretics over here. Yeah, those double Carnifexes have been terrifying. They're both level 4. Bloody hell. He just did not deal with them at all. So 1-to-1 cap right at the end here. Corniflox literally has nothing aside from the Plague Champion on the field. But they're not giving up. Weird Boy on capping duty now. There's no way back though. There is no way back. Assault Terminator is back at base. Just hanging out. Land Raider also hanging out. I believe Alex has given up. Strangler effects for the win, says Scho, and I tend to agree. They were incredibly effective. There was the third Carnifex. We had a level 3 Plague Champion, Plague Fist, and the Armor of Pestilence. Level 5 Force Commander with his hammer. Did some work, for sure. But they just had some rough Tier 3 engagements to the blue team. There's nukes. Nukes did work. Level 9 Warlock. Look at this guy. Providence and a Witchblade of Kurnis. Level 6 Warboss. Fully kitted out as we saw. Claw, Cyborg Implants, and his Boss Pole. Guerrero, the Hive Tyrant. Level 8 with the Venom Cannon, Bonded Exoskeleton, and Bioplasma. It's down for quite a while too. So would have hit level 10 I think if it didn't go down. And stay down. Techmarine level 7. Plasma Gun, Signum, and the Refractor Field. There you have it guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.